Shalom, family. Take a second, think about everything going on right now compared to about a month or two ago, right? And look at it from a spiritual standpoint. Everything going on right now is a test. And when people are put to the test, their true colors come out, right? Especially when it comes to what you put your faith in. So some of y'all are worried and straight up panicking about bills, buying food, toilet paper, about not having money, about the government, 5G, coronavirus, worried about relationships, about not being able to accomplish your dreams. But y'all aren't as worried about keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, and precepts of the Most High, right? Some of y'all are trusting in the government, in elected officials, in doctors, vaccines, masks, gloves, all these things over the Most High. Why? Because that's what you truly put your faith in. Some of y'all are trusting in money and in guns and even people around you, again, because that's what you have faith in. When you truly trust in Yahweh, you're going to be at peace because your faith is in Him and in His Word alone, right? Like Isaiah 26:3. Real faith means moving closer to Him, trusting Him, and it means moving further from sin, from fear, from doubt. When you give in to fear, it's because you know deep down inside you're not doing right by Him, and because you're giving in to Satan. Because like 2 Peter 1:7 says, the spirit of fear isn't from the Most High, right? Now is not the time to panic. That shows a lack of faith, right? This lockdown or quarantine, whatever you want to call it, is nothing but a test of faith. And like it says in Hebrews chapter 11, it's impossible to please the Most High without faith. It takes true faith and true strength to follow His word in this time and in any time of adversity, right? Like Proverbs 24:10 says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So you got to be strong in the faith in these times. So be honest with yourself, examine yourself, and really ask yourself, are you failing the test so far? If so, what's causing you to fail that test, right? Or are you walking in faith and turning from wickedness and trying to the best of your ability to pass the test, right? There's no more time for being double-minded and lukewarm, man. Those days are done. Those days, they're out the window, like someone in your car who just started coughing, right? But seriously, if you don't understand that by now, with everything that's going on, and if you aren't acting on that, then maybe it's just not for you, right? Like Daniel 12:10 says, in these last days, many will be purified and made white and tried, meaning many will leave off their sins and become clean when they're tried or tested, right? But the wicked will do wickedly because they don't understand how serious these times that we're living in really are, you know? So to all my hopeful elect, to all the hopeful 1/3, remember we're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight. So don't worry about all these other worldly worries, because like the word says, sufficient to the day is the evil thereof. Meaning, there's enough evil that can happen right now, today, that you got to fight that can ruin you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is when you're worrying about what could happen in the future, or you're worried about the past, you don't see what's tripping you up and leading you into sin right now, today. So always think about where you're placing your faith, because when you're worrying about all the possibilities and things and people, worried about all this stuff, you're showing that you don't have real faith in the Most High and in His plan for us, you know? So show Him you have faith with your actions. Like James 2:18 says, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Meaning, we really show our faith by our works, right? Anybody could say they have faith, but you show your faith by your works. Because as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also, right? So keep the faith, by turning from your sin, be immovable in doing the work, because your labor is not in vain, like the scriptures say, right? So who gives a damn about no COVID, virus, 5G, whatever, man? Romans 8:28 says all things work together for good. All things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. So if you love him by keeping his commandments, right? Like it says in 1 John 5:3, and you're called or chosen, all this stuff we're going through is going to work out for good for us anyway. So why are you going to worry about it, right? So I'll end my little rant right there, but I just had to speak on that because I see a lot of people, even those that claim they're in the truth, right? And they're just spreading fear instead of faith. So just get right with the Most High. Have faith that everything else will fall into place, Akim. And as always, all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. You'll have a productive day. Don't let anyone take you out of the spirit or get in your way of your works and your faith, right? Shalom.